Well, welcome to the start of Yurrebilla in 2 days. My name's Lisa, I'm from Big Heart Adventures. I have my trusty walking buddy with me today, Bee, also known as Plan B Hiker, through Hiker on the Adelaide Trail. You're going to be following us both over the next 2 days as we go between the Ambers Gully Athelston car park on the Yurrebilla Trail, 56 kilometres all the way to Blair over 2 days, so enjoy the ride. Alright, so the first 1.5 k's or so is straight uphill from Ambers Gully car park. So our journey up to the top of Black Hill continues. It is a bit of a rough start though, so if you are pack carrying, take your time. Highly recommend these guys, a pair of poles, they'll get you up there as well. But it's also nice just to take your time and enjoy the beautiful birdsong. And if you're lucky, echidnas are through the Black Hill Conservation Park, which is where we're walking right now. And there we have it, the most underwhelming summit in Adelaide, Black Hill Summit. This is about 4 k's in from the start though, so what lies ahead is some downhill action. Alright, so we're 2 hours in and we've finished Black Hill. We're along Montacute Road, and you can see that we are close to the road. The track actually hugs quite a busy road, and sadly, this road is usually used as a weekend joyride facility. So just take lots of care as you're heading up Montacute Road. We will soon be entering Morialta. We are now in beautiful Morialta Conservation Park, making our way slowly up the uphill section, which should take us up to a beautiful plateau shortly. Just behind us here, that's Black Hill, so we've been there, done that. We are about 10-ish kilometres into our walk today, and it's quite warm, but it's absolutely beautiful. And we are walking this trail in springtime, which means that we have been able to see beautiful flowers and a few native orchids as well. Yep. And here we are on another section of road. We're out of Morialta Conservation Park now and on our way into Norton Summit. So yeah, you'll need to take some care along this section of road. There is enough room for walkers to be along the roadside most of the time, but there are a few blind corners. So like Montacute Road earlier, you'll need to take lots of care. Welcome site. This is the Scenic Hotel at Norton Summit. If you're lucky enough for this little patch to be open on your walking day, great spot for coffee and food. Well, after a particularly loud road section, we are now heading into Giles, and it's absolutely gorgeous through here. Nice and green, ready for some downhills before plenty more uphill as we come out of Horsnells. So just going to take a moment to savour this gorgeous greenery and ferns and darkened tree trunks and get our nature fix once more. You can hear nothing but the bees. And there's Bee. Oh my gosh, she's hiking faster than us. So we are about 23 kilometres into, almost 23 kilometres actually, into our big hike today. And yeah, after a bit of a recharge at Norton Summit, getting a bit of coffee and for some people soft drinks or a little bit of food into them has given us a big boost for the rest of our walk today. We've still got between 12 and 15 kilometres to go at a guess, because we're walking to some accommodation that's just off the trail, so we just have to add those extra Ks on. Oh, just stretching out that leg. Heading up Horsnells Gully, bit of uphill after a lovely downhill section. You might notice too there's a couple of opportunities to go and look at ruins in this gully. How a tired body gets over a stile. Oh. So we are 28 or so kilometres into Yurrebilla Trail. We have now left Horsnell's Gully. We've done a couple of quiet back roads through Piccadilly, and we are soon going to be in part of the Cleland Conservation Park, which is another one of the conservation parks that the Yurrebilla Trail goes through. So we look forward to one of our favourite trails that seems to hug Yurrebilla as well, which is part of the Wine Shanty, so that will be coming up soon. Some weary bodies, but all in all, it's been an awesome day. And so we arrived. It was a very big day, 35 k's all up, and yeah, safe to say we've both arrived in one piece mostly to our accommodation, and we're actually staying at the YHA at Mount Lofty, which is just behind us, which means hot showers and yeah, ordering in a pizza hopefully, which is a little bit convenient. But yeah, today was just such a fantastic day. The last 5 or so kilometres was definitely a lot basically outside the comfort zone. But yeah, we did it, and Adelaide is just putting on the most stunning sunset, which I hope you can see. But yeah, today had a bit of everything in it actually. It was really warm, so we've definitely had a bit of heat, and then we've also had the coolness now of being in the Adelaide Hills. It's just chilled right down. We saw fungi today that, to be honest, I was not expecting to see in spring, that's for sure. But yeah, some amazing fungi, the native orchids, the wildflowers. We spotted an echidna as we came out of Horsnell's Gully, and we've seen kangaroos, koalas, a snake. So yeah, today really had it all. So we'll have to see how we pull up after a big rest tonight, lots of food hopefully, and kick on with our Yurrebilla challenge tomorrow and finish this one off all the way to Belair. Morning everyone, we are heading off on day 2 of our Yurrebilla adventure. Bit of sleep last night and a pizza, which always goes down well. But this morning we are shortening our little adventure a little bit. We're just heading down the Lorna Jane Highway rather than heading back to where we finished off yesterday, just to preserve some sore bits, mostly feet and knees. But
that's also known as the Mount Lofty Trail.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry to those of perhaps the uneducated, in the sense that you're not from Adelaide. The Lorna Jane Highway is part of the Mount Lofty Summit Trail. So yeah, we're actually just below Mount Lofty Summit where we stayed, and the little hut, YHA hostel, is right behind us. So here's to today. We think we have about 20 or so kilometres to go today. And just to start off, it's all steep downhill, just to really remind those feet and toes and knees what it's all about. But the morning is gorgeous, so we're just going to soak it all in. Oh, and so we are out of Cleland now, which is a bit sad. We've left that beautiful park. We're now heading downhill from Eagle on the Hill to towards Waite Reserve, which will be our next little conservation park area. And I have to say, if you can't travel overseas at the moment, which is kind of what's happening with COVID, seriously consider doing the Mount Lofty Summit Trail, because it seriously is a blend of beautiful foreign languages from all over the world. And yeah, for just, I don't know, maybe an hour or so today, I actually felt like maybe we went overseas, yeah? So we are just under 6 k's into our day 2 on the Yurrebilla. We're just passing through a bit of private farmland at the moment. We've got the cows in the background mooing away, which is awesome. And we're heading into Waite Reserve after coming down Eagle on the Hill along the roadside, which is not too bad. It shares the trail with a bikeway. So we saw lots of cyclists this morning, and yeah, pretty happy bunch of people to bump into early on a Sunday morning. And so we are thick in Waite Reserve now. Being springtime and after a fair bit of spring rain recently, it is looking really long grass around us actually. quite snaky, to be honest. So yeah, we are keeping our eyes peeled, but more importantly, the views are back. Behind me you can see the Adelaide CBD, and some of the best vantage points, I think, for views of Adelaide are on this section of trail. So not only are we surrounded by beautiful ancient gum trees, which make us feel like a very young part of this environment, yeah, it's an absolutely stunning little section to walk through. Okay, so we are 14.5 kilometres or so, and currently in Brownhill Creek, which, yeah, with lots of tall grasses, are again a little bit snaky. But there's been a bit of a theme for this walk. We've just realised that dinner, breakfast and lunch today was all fueled by pizza. Can't say I recommend it on a regular basis, but for this experience it's been a godsend. I'd say this caterpillar is moving faster than us today. And welcome to the Pony Ridge Road switchbacks. All the way to the top B. Right, into Belair. The last of the conservation parks on our little 2-day Yurrebilla adventure. It's a relief to be 5k's from the finish, but we all know that there are plenty of undulations ahead. We've just come up the Pony Ridge switchbacks, which are always nice and challenging. So yeah, with that behind us, I think we're feeling confident about a nice strong finish. Oh my God, it's flowing! Belair waterfall. And another echidna. So close and yet so far. We are literally in the final couple of k's, less actually, to go. But of course, when you know you're at the finish line, your body knows it as well. So it wants to shut down so badly. Well, actually, we're not quite finished because we still have those stairs behind us to do, but that's okay. This has been a really awesome 2-day adventure. It's been super challenging. Am I right, B?
Yeah, certainly.
Super challenging, but the beauty of this little adventure is that we didn't need to carry a tent, we didn't need to carry our cooking gear or anything like that. It was a pretty good lightweight overnight experience. Just very, small. Well, someone had a small bag, I had a bit bigger than that, but definitely still a challenge despite the fact that you didn't have to carry your overnight tent. So thanks, B.
Thank you.